There's a lot of people
There's a lot of
here.
people
Hello,
here.
everybody.
Hello,
Pips,
hello.
isn't it?
Okay,
We just
scroll
switched-
back to the top.
I'm going to have to because I have no idea. It's like we just turned over and it's like the chat is full.
All right.
Oh,
Laura?
goodness. Well, congratulations, Laura of the North, being the first actually here today. And then we have Savannah and Gilda and Lizette and Logan and Jess and Peggy. And Kate, Savannah's already started us off with a super chat. Thank you so much for that. Kaylee would like a card, so stick that one down. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Laurie. Hello, where else we got? Oh, come on, who's Wheat Gribbet? You know.
Shauna.
Shauna, hello, Shauna. I'm sorry. And we have Aubrey as well, who's just joined us too. So
All
there
right.
you
So
go.
for cards, I have, go back to the top. I want
I
to
will.
make sure I've got this
I
right.
will,
'cause there's lots of
I
them.
will.
Laura,
Yes.
Savannah, Gilda, Lizette, Logan, Jess, Peggy, Kaylee, Lori, and Aubrey.
I think that's about right at
All
this
right.
moment. Although we've now got, oh come on, Brenda.
Oh, she's a
Brenda's
member
just
too.
joined us.
So
Yes,
good
yes,
for her.
yes, yes, yes. I think Brenda's a member of the Academy, actually.
I think she is, yeah.
So there you go.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Academy peeps, I was on there the other night, put something good up for you, so go check it out. All
Ooh.
right. Holy majoli. Whatever
Hello,
that is.
happy 2026. It's our first show of the new year. Did you know that?
Yes, it's our first show of the new year.
Yeah, it was last
Man,
time was
have
New
we
Year's
got
Eve.
some.
Well, over to you. I'll shut up. Suffice to say, we have put up a goal for super chats because our clucks desperately need. We had to chase off a hawk again
Hawk
this
again
morning.
today,
It's kind of
yeah.
scary. Oh, hello, Diane. New to our channel there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to know if we could use the cards to navigate this. Yeah, I hear what you're
Yeah,
saying,
there's a
mate.
lot going
Yeah,
on.
there is a lot
There's
going on.
Kimberly.
Oh, hi, Kimberly. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Well,
All
hopefully it's a Happy New Year. Let's not
We
say
have-
hopefully.
We have some seriously intense astrological things happening. And some are very, very good. And others will really depend on how we personally use that energy,
Right.
right? Like, let's say that somebody gets a windfall of money.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Some people might go out and buy drugs and overdose.
There
Other
are those
people-
who may. There are
Other people
hopefully
might
nobody
take that
we know.
money and go to the SPCA or somewhere and adopt a few animals and make their lives better. So really what's going to happen this month, the whole month really, is
Choices.
that old adage, life is what we make of it. But we are going to have some challenges, I can tell you right now. All right.
Well, the whole year started off with a
And
bit
my
of a
hair
challenge, didn't it?
my hair is just full
Your
of
hair is
static.
just perfect.
It's full of static. I can feel it like somebody rubbed a
It's because you're
balloon.
electric, baby.
Oh yeah.
Electric.
All right. So the sun always travels very closely with Venus and Mercury. But right now Mars is in that picture.
Yeah.
So we have this group of planets, Mercury, Mars, the Sun, and Venus, all traveling together. And Venus has done something they call a cazimi, but it means it has overtaken the Sun. It has passed the Sun.
I never knew that word.
So now we have Mars conjunct Venus and the Sun, and they're all moving towards an opposition with Pluto. And we need to make it good, because whatever it is we're working on, this could be like a huge push, right? Like, oh, this is what you want? Here you go. Here's 10 tons of it, because Jupiter likes to expand things. Right now we have Mars, action, war, aggression, pioneering kind of energy, opposing Jupiter. So Jupiter wants to expand that. What do you want to think about? How do you want to act on that kind of thing? And we also have just like that very, very intense energy of the Sun, Venus, Mars, all at 7 15 degrees and Jupiter's at 20. So what do you love, and what do you want to do with what you love? What action do you want to take? How are you going to take action? What should I shine a light on in order to make the most of it? Then on the 8th, there's going to be some more entertaining things. The moon is going to oppose Saturn and Neptune. So emotionally, what are we dreaming into being, right? We've talked about this before. Neptune says, dream big. Saturn says, make it a reality. So we have another bit of this kind of energy, right? How do you want to act? How are you going to make your dreams real? Are you going to put enough emotions behind it to get things working? And that moon is also going to trine Uranus, chaos, panic, and disorder. My work here has just begun. And Pluto, tear it down and rebuild it. So there's going to be an out of sign grand trine that we're going to get a little taste of on the 8th. Make notes about what happens on this day, tomorrow.
It's only tomorrow.
Make notes of what happens tomorrow, because we're going to see this play out on a much grander scale in July.
At our 250th anniversary.
Well, the week after that, around the 19th.
Is it around then? Thank you, Aubrey, for the super chat. Brenda says she's getting the band back together. Hey, why not? I did not know you was a muso. Hey, we love that.
We'd love to get our band back together.
Oh, if only we had time. So what you're trying to say, putting it bluntly, is this is going to be a time where there's the opportunity to build something truly beautiful.
It's
like,
pivotal.
for example, the most exquisite Swiss watch you could imagine, you know, with the attention to detail necessary to put this piece of perfection together, right? Which involves some degree of concentration and focus. But we're trying to do it in the middle of
an earthquake.
Or an artillery bombardment.
Kind of.
Oh, what fun!
No, and I know I've talked about this before, and I've said if you change nothing, nothing will change.
Right.
But really, we are in this time now, we've come into this pivotal place where choices and decisions you make now are going to play out for the next 6 months or so, if not longer. They're going to kind of reset your life. So I can't read that. So
it's all right. Juniper's joined us. Hello, Juniper, and thank you so much, Aubrey, for the super chat. That's 2 out of 15 so far. Our clucks.
okay.
Help them out.
All right. So look for even more big news, like big news on the 10th, right? Because
Hopefully it's good news.
we have a T-square with Aries missing. So there's going to be this push to get through conflict. You're going to feel a deep undertone of wanting to create expectation and make people move towards that. A ton of confidence and power and just like energy. If you do nothing with it, nothing is going to happen, right? But expect some big news. Jupiter's going to open things up on the 10th. Then on the 11th, the moon reaches Scorpio and will square Pluto. So that's not so nice. You might be really emotional and have a really hard time letting go of things that no longer serve you. Look at this.
It's hieroglyphics.
All right.
Well, it's glyphs.
So what I want you to kind of think about is, let's look at a seed. Let's say that if we keep a seed in the packet and it's stored in a cool, dry place, the seed doesn't rot, but it doesn't grow.
You'll fail to
And
realize potential.
The longer we keep it in that packet,
The less viable it becomes.
the less energy it has, the less propagation it can have, right? So that's kind of what I want to say. You can keep your seed, but it'll be less viable. And you can write down your plans and not take action. But if you do nothing, understand nothing is going to change. The seed's going to stay in the packet. It's just in there. But if you plant the seed, you have to be willing to take care of it. Think about how hard it is for some of those huge seeds to break through that covering and put down roots.
That's their moment of exposure to vulnerability. That's where the seedling is at its most vulnerable at this point.
But this is where we are globally. The seedling is at its most vulnerable. We're all either going to just hole up and keep the seed in the packet, or some of us are going to plant that seed and work like hell to help it break through. Right? But it takes a lot of work to really grow a good plant.
It takes a lot of nurture. We have to nurture nature.
All right, a lot of
we got
comments
lots
there.
of people chiming in now, so let's go back and look in that. So, hello Juniper, so she's joined us. Hello Donna, she's joined us. And Juniper sent us a super chat. Thank you so very, very much. Donna sent us a super chat. That's super. Thank you so much. Yoff has joined us. Hello Yoff, how you doing? Juniper says she's been so emotional lately, especially that full moon in Cancer. Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Did me in, especially as a Cancer sun sign. That was a crazy full moon. Shake my head. It was.
Well, we start the year with a Cancer full moon and we end the year with a Cancer full moon.
But you got to understand also, Juniper, that is a great time for healing. I don't know what level you're at, whether you're actually a member of the Academy off the top of my head.
No, she's just a street
okay,
team.
all right. But we've got a fantastic healing ritual for the...
Yeah, there's one posted on...
If you're in the Academy for the Cancer full moon.
No, there's a healing ritual that you can go to anytime on the public page.
There is a healing ritual there, yeah, but we actually did a rite.
Recently for the Academy.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking to there. So if you're in the Academy and you haven't checked that out yet, it's a time outside of time. Just jump in there if you have that need for healing, and I think a lot of people do. Thank you so much, Yoff, for the super chat. So with 5 out of 15, we're a third of the way there already, and we're but 11 minutes in.
There you go.
How about
All
that?
right. So just know that this week is one of the most intense weeks, and that everybody's probably going to feel it. Just like you did feel that full moon. Now there are other things happening with the moon and all of the planets that, again, are configurations we have not seen in our lifetime, right? And to have the T-square's answer be Aries, that is confidence, willpower, take the leap, jump, get a start, make things happen. So I really, really think we all have to take personal responsibility for what's happening with ourselves, get our seeds planted, and then work on helping other people plant their seeds.
It's very true. It's very true. And now is a time for nothing but... You can put the little trite sort of thing about hope, having only positive expectations, but we must. I mean, if we allow ourselves to get sucked into the hype and understand, there is a political agenda controlling the media narrative right now, and it is purposefully designed to take the power away from you and make you feel unable to make a change in the world. You are master of your own destiny, or mistress of your own destiny. That sounds a bit pervy, doesn't it, right? But no, you're in charge of your own destiny. So don't for 1 minute think that you are powerless. You have complete autonomy over yourself. So exercise it. And, given the choice between, shrinking back into this fragile shell or sticking your head up and getting on with it and being the light for others and supporting your community and reaching out and trying to make, your own little square mile, or even smaller, your 10 square feet, whatever space it is you've got. just working on that is going to make very, very real differences in your life. The only thing you can change is you. Change you, everything else changes. That's the magic there. Oh my gosh, we've got more people chiming in. So let me address this, and then I'm going to throw it back to Lisa, because she's got...
The dreams are definitely a big deal, and that's that Saturn-Neptune thing.
Right, okay, so Lizette says, the full moon in Cancer in my 4th house had me in a place I wasn't even able to focus. I'm glad for this reminder. It's just me. It's already written. There you go. There you go. Brenda says the Cancer rite was fantastic. She loved it. Logan's saying, oh, you're on about the healing ritual. That's the public one, mate. If something's public, unfortunately, the powers at Google/YouTube,
we can't stop the
they'll
ads
stuff
in
an
the
advert
public
wherever the heck they want, you know, even if your channel's not monetized.
We can stop monetization in the academy, but we can't stop it in the public one. I'm really sorry. It's very disruptive when you have a ritual.
It kind of.
But there's nothing we can do about that.
For stuff that is only published to channel members, we have the option not to monetize. So that is really cool for us. So that's yet another reason to become a channel member. Of course, YouTube make money out of that, you know. But there you go. So thank you for the... Hang on, let's catch up. Savannah says, been having crazy dreams lately, then waking up immediately to find a connection has happened to what I just dreamed about. Oh, synchronicities, eh? That's too
like
too coincidental to be a coincidence, wasn't it? Who said that? Was that Yogi Bear or somebody like that?
It's too coincidental to be a coincidence. Yeah, that's Yogi.
I love it.
All right,
and 3 more super chats.
Lizette,
Brenda would like a health reading as well,
okay.
and Laurie as well. So thank you so much, guys. We're coming along nicely. That's 8 out of 15. That's 2/3, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Not quite. Almost 2/3. Almost 2/3.
All right. So then on the 13th, we have the Welsh celebration of the Old New Year. So they were Julian calendar New Year was the 13th. So we're going to turn we have obviously a holiday tree that's in colored lights, and then we're going to turn them to white lights on Hengallen through Imbolc or Gwalfryd.
It's very much a Celtic custom, Hengallen. It's not just limited to Wales.
It's definitely a day for the Mari Lloyd.
Oh, without doubt, yeah.
And we are going to wassail our Mari on the 25th at Bad Seeds. So come on down.
And you're going to go bless the
breakfast.
orchard. Yep.
And a toasting of the orchard.
We're going to be organised this time. It was a little disorganised.
Oh my gosh, what's going on
here? Diane sent us a super chat. Well, a super sticker, but
that's okay. I'll put it
that'll do. We'll give you a card anyway. That doesn't count though. Super stickers don't count towards our goal, which is annoying.
Come on.
Yeah, no, it counts for you. You'll get a card. It's all right. But thank you for the super sticker. That's lovely. We appreciate it.
Absolutely agree. I can't read it with my glasses on.
Absolutely agree. The meditations are way better as a member. Can confirm. So.
Yeah, it's hard. We only have control over so much, so we do our best.
We try.
All right. So now, I've talked about the astrology. We all know we're not crazy.
Speak for yourself.
And we all know that we are able to harness this energy, right? We have the ability to plant that seed. If we don't plant the seed, it's not going to grow. If we plant the seed, we have to take responsibility, but we will get a harvest if we take good care. So I want to talk to you a little bit about vibration.
Ooh.
Right? So this morning we did a little meditation to raise our vibration because I have noticed that we've both been in a bit of a funk.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yep. We haven't really felt our best. We haven't had a lot of energy. And every time you try to put yourself in connection with what's happening, you feel this heaviness, right? There's a heaviness, there's a sense of fear. If we listed all the negative emotions, right? Fear, lack, dread, all those negative emotions,
Regret, even.
they've all been being fed, right? And there's kind of this blanket of heaviness. And we don't want to be stuck under there. You want to read these?
Sure. New person joined our channel, or joined to see us. Hasn't joined our channel as yet. Pastor Semper, whoever you be.
Welcome.
Hello, Pastor Semper. This is howdy partner. So maybe you're Texan. I don't know. Wherever you are in the world, say hi. Diane said she didn't ask for a card, but did it for the love for both of you. Well, we love you right back. Thank you so very, 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 very much.
Is this Diane, our druid friend, by any
chance?
chance?
No, it's Diane Esposito.
Oh, I know who she is.
I know she moved away, but she used to come to the store very regularly and all that. You're going to get a card anyway.
She's Cancerian too.
Well, it's a lot of. I have a Cancer ascendant, so what are you going to do? I mean, I'm right there with you guys.
All right. So there is this energy out there that is really hard to deal with, right? Again, we are empathic, sensitive beings. And we want everyone to do well. And there's such a feeling of frustration and, also anger. Unbelievable crap is happening. But if we stay wallowing in those negative vibrations, what's going to happen? We're not going to get ahead. We're not going to feel well. More heavy things are going to happen, right? And, think about last year. Last year was heavy, a lot of grief, a lot of drama, a lot of pain, a lot of loss.
A lot of existential dread.
We can't stay there, right? So 2026 is a 1, right? 2 6 equals 10, which is a 1. So this is a year of beginnings, of fresh starts and getting things moving, right? And we need to take advantage of this 1 energy, and we need to plant the seed that may take the next 9 years to be exactly where we want it, right? Because we have that whole 1 to 9 cycle.
It's not a race, though, is it?
No.
Got to start somewhere,
but
as Lao Tzu said.
In order to do this, we need to raise our vibration. And you could do this in a whole bunch of different ways, right? You could do it in your physical body. You could take a bath. Or you could take a cleansing shower.
Yeah. Don't have to have a bath.
You could smudge your home. You could smudge yourself. You could just cleanse and clear your bed and put clean sheets and know that you're going to receive really good vibrations when you're sleeping.
Tidy your kitchen drawer even.
Yeah, I'm getting to that, feng shui.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's just address Pastor Semper. So you must be clergy in the Marines. Haha, he said. Are you a real witch? Well, we're not AI, that's for damn sure. We'll let the people in the chat answer that one. We've been on the path a number of years now. So.
We came to the path in 1980. I came to the path in 1989. I became a 3rd degree witch in 2004. I have to have our own coven in 2008. We have a legally recognized 501c3 Wiccan Celtic Wiccan Church.
Celtic Wiccan Fellowship.
And yes, we
raise witches.
We're the
That's
real
what
deal.
we do.
And we wrote this book.
Check it out. Doesn't suck.
And the reason I have it here on the table is we were just interviewed yesterday by Ed Hubbard. I'd been talking about him, and there you go.
There you go. He just came out of the woodwork.
So Ed Hubbard is trying to put together connections for witches and pagans.
Which is kind of interesting because we've been banging on about the importance of community.
And not being a well-kept secret.
Well, thank you. We like them too. We kind of like them.
What'd she say?
He don't know. You can introduce yourself. Why not? Real witches are my favourite people. Well, yeah, a real witch actually does. They're not what you think they are for a lot of people.
We have our
own
Welsh Celtic tradition called the Stuart tradition.
Yeah.
And anyway, we yes, I think we're real witches. But that doesn't mean that we're the kind that take money and do spell work for other people. We encourage people to do their own work. Okay.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Savannah says you are among a whole hive of witches full of love and light. That's
go.
about the damn size of it.
Yep.
Like busy bees we are as well.
That's community here.
Yeah.
All right. So again, this heavy energy can feel really overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, get to the point where, you know, you have 3 days off and you have all these plans, but instead you just don't get out of your pajamas because you're overwhelmed.
You can get
So
like
you
that.
got to start somewhere doing something, right? Aries wants you, Mars wants you to take action. So start somewhere. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think your whole kitchen is a mess, but you just don't have the energy to clean the whole kitchen,
Kitchen drawer.
do one
It's
drawer.
one bloody drawer. Take the drawer, take it out of its frame, drop all the contents on there, start sorting them out, getting them organised. It feels good.
Right. That's
good.
Exactly it. The way to clean is to empty that drawer or empty that cabinet and have 4 categories. Garbage, donate, too good to donate, I'm going to sell, or keep. Wash the space and put back what you're going to keep, and then get rid of the other 3. Donate it, sell it, throw it in the trash. And even if you just do one cabinet, go to that cabinet every morning, open it, and look how happy you feel about that space. Because I think we're all in that kind of waste not, want not. Oh, I can't get rid of this. I might need it. I might not be able to afford another one. There's something in Feng Shui called the 20-20 rule.
Really?
Yeah, 20-20-20. Can you replace it in 20 minutes? Can you drive someplace and get another one in 20 minutes? Can you get a new one for $20 or less?
Okay.
Yeah, 20-20 rule. So you don't need some of these things that are taking up a lot of space. And it might be a good idea to take everything out of your closet, cleanse the closet, and shake the clothes before you put them back in, because they may have some stagnant energy in them. So if over this next whole year you can do space by space, dresser, drawer by drawer, you will be taking the action and starting to move forward. I'm sure we all have other important projects like health, finance, whatever else we're working on. You know, we are hell-bent on finding investors so we can get our tarot deck printed. We've looked into all kinds of stuff, Kickstarters, GoFundMes, trying to do classes that will feed that money. And I think now we're actually going to put out the word that we'll take an investor and let people make money on the money they're going to invest. We really need to get it going. We were talking with Ed about this yesterday. So all of us need to take some sort of action in the direction that we want to go. Mm-hmm. So we're going to raise our vibration.
We are. We absolutely are.
And I'm actually going to do that, a little exercise for us before we get into the tarot reading part.
Oh, awesome.
But before that, I also want to talk about the Chinese New Year.
Oh, you did. Before you dive in there, let's just catch up on the chat then, because there's lots of conversations about what a real witch means, which is kind of interesting. A cackle of witches. Ha!
Yes, we're a cackle.
Yeah, we're a cattle. Yes, remember you're accused of witchcraft. Lose the hat and try not to cackle. You chant when you sweep. Well, why not? Why not? You know, that's like putting the intent in there. It's like, you know,
chant,
when you're cooking and all that
chant
stuff.
when you sweep. Yeah.
So many different levels of Wiccan beliefs. I love this channel because of your Welsh and Celtic practices. I feel I'm at home when I watch you guys. Oh, thank you. It's no coincidence. That's why we call it Coming Home to the Craft of the Wise, because for so many people, and this is what we're talking about with Ed yesterday on an interview, for so many people it just resonates at their core being. It's like, I've been here before, you know.
You couldn't
I
have
feel
read all of those.
No, I'm coming back. I'm just addressing one at a time. Yeah, I get that's which we all have our own rituals how we mop and cleanse. You know, some do it widishing, some do it t'other way around. Brenda is actually cleaning a kitchen drawer or organising even as we speak. Savannah says, I love this. Tony and I have been actively working on decluttering and Feng Shui for several months, doing it a little at a time. It's a great motivator.
It keeps you motivated, yeah.
Little victories. I find that's so important for me, personally. It's what keeps me going. If I can get one little victory, even if it's just one little victory a day, that's good enough. That keeps my vibe up. So,
if witches are a cackle, are magicians what?
An arrogance? I don't know. You always ponder the imponderable, don't you, my friend? Gosh, there you go. And Juniper says, yeah, I have sage spray at my front door, and when I walk in from a long day, I spray all over myself. Yeah, go smudge yourself. No, it is. It's good. You know, we do that when people come to our sacred space. We try to, you know, get them to dislodge any sort of negative crap that they brought with them. And even outside of our front door of the store, we have this big-ass bowl of salt, you know, and we've got this sign saying, please leave your negative energy here. So many people have come in and pop their hands in the salt and do that. And one of the most touching things we ever saw was like 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was like we got an alert from the security system that there's somebody on the porch.
It was really in the wee hours of the morning, and it said somebody on the front porch, and the camera comes up, and we see this young college kid come up and put their backpack on the chair and put their hands in the salt, and they just stood there for a few minutes, put their backpack back on, and left. So they must have had a really bad night out, and they just wanted to cleanse themselves.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what we represent. We're not just a store, you know.
No,
we're
it's a
far
place
from
of
that.
safety.
We're far from that. So anyway, moving on.
So we know that the word zodiac.
Circle of animals.
Circle of animals.
Circle of animals.
And we know there are, several different ancient tried and true systems of astrology, right? And the Chinese zodiac has been around for, I think, at least 5,000 years. So that's got a good track record. So how it basically is broken down is into 5 elements and 12 animals.
Fancy schmancy.
So it works on a rotation of 60 when you think about it.
Right? Sexagesimal. I love it.
Because you're going to have, each of the elements over, and only the same animal only comes once every 12 years. So there'll be a different element. So we're coming into the year of the fire horse. So we haven't had that since 1966.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a year that will affect all people who are born into the year of the horse, but more so the people who are celebrating their 60th birthday. If you remember, not too long ago, I was very excited because it was the year of the water rabbit a few years back. All right. So the people who are born in the very beginning of the year have to do a little research to figure out whether they were born before or after the new moon, because Chinese astrology works on the new moon, okay? Just like Ogham lunations. So if you were born in late Capricorn or early Aquarius, you really need to do some research to see what you are. So the new moon is going to happen on the 19th this year, when the sun moves into Aquarius, right? It's night. No. Now I've messed myself up. I didn't write it down.
Do you want your ephemeris?
No.
I can get it.
It's right here.
Oh, there you go. Pardon me while we consult the book of lines and lines and numbers and numbers and numbers.
And I'm trying to remember everything, but
can't remember everything,
very
can
difficult.
you? Can't remember everything.
All right. Yes, 28 degrees Capricorn on the 19th. Okay. So then we get year of the fire horse. Well, let's think about the energy of fire, right? It's at the top of the pyramid. You got fire, air, water, earth. So it is the pioneer, right? The first sign of the zodiac, Aries, is a fire sign ruled by Mars.
Well, I burn him out, Father.
So fire makes things into ashes and gives great places to plant seeds, right? We spread a little ash on the garden there. That weeds, all those bad things are blocking up our ground. We're going to burn it down, start over. So the fire horse is quick, right? Fire, it's very fast. We've talked about all of the outer planets moving from water and earth, which felt like we've been slogging, 2025 may have gone fast, but I think most of us felt like we were just slogging along through the mud. Now the outer planets are moving into air and fire, and here comes fire horse. So think about horse medicine, sovereignty, reclaiming our personal power, right? Letting go and overcoming fear. Horses' eyes are convex, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And they see things much larger than they are. So they see obstacles much larger than they are, and they really have to overcome their fear to jump that fence or jump that water. So we have this energy, this medicine of horse that says, take on, it's okay, move.
Objects in the rearview mirror are bigger than they appear.
Yeah, jump that ravine. You really have the energy. It's not as big a problem as you think. They also were linked to communication, because if you wanted to get your message from one village to another, it might take you 10 days to walk there, but you might be able to go on horseback in a day or two. So they became the messengers, which is why we see the knights in the tarot deck as the messengers, right? They're all on horses.
A new viewer as well, Dragon Sage. Hello, Dragon Sage. Welcome.
So horses, sovereignty, personal power, ability to overcome fear, communication, wisdom, right? And then accelerate this with the energy of fire. So we have really good medicine linking up with our 1 year of 2026. And then we always want to look back, because astrology is like that.
Based on empirical evidence collected over millennia.
What was happening in 1966? So I can't memorize that all, but I did.
You made a little note.
All right. So
Here's a note.
I said, what's happening in 1966? It was a pivotal year, marked by the escalation of the Vietnam War. U.S. deaths tripled.
Oh, bless.
It was the debut of Star Trek.
Which is the antithesis. The Federation of Planets, will spread peace and love throughout the entire galaxy or further.
The Beach Boys debuted, and the Beatles put out Revolver.
I'm picking up good vibrations, the Beach Boys.
There was a political shift as Ronald Reagan became governor of California. China had a cultural revolution. The first soft landing on the moon by Soviet spacecraft Luna 9. And the Black Panther Party formed in Oakland. So Mao Zedong launched cultural revolution and mobilized his Red Guard, fire horse. Red Guard, that's pretty wild. Edward Brooke became the first African American properly elected to the U.S. Senate. France withdrew from NATO.
They're back in.
Yeah, they are. Groundbreaking surgery in Houston saw the first artificial heart.
Wow. Aberfan.
Aberfan
That's when a
disaster in
slag heap
Wales
from mining, people cutting corners fell on
killed
a...
144 people, and there was one of the first big tower shootings in Texas.
Oh, no.
There was an innovation as the first ATM patent was given.
Interesting.
And we got Doritos.
You can keep your Doritos.
All right.
Rock and roll happened in 66. Well, maybe.
Well, British invasion, Stones, and yeah. Rock and roll, yeah. So think about, for you personally, what does fire bring to you? Does it light a fire under your butt to get yourself going? Right? Do you take in that warmth and bask in that energy? And how will you use horse medicine? Right? How will you use horse medicine? So I have this little book. It's ancient.
Little.
It's ancient.
Not exactly little.
Let's see when this is from.
1900 and frozen to death.
Well, no, that's not too bad. 1995. It's only 30 years old. All right. It's called The Handbook of Chinese Horoscopes by Theodora Lau. And she talks about all the different elements, and hopefully you guys know what signs you are, because I'm just going to read through here and tell you.
Well, at least one person does, because our pastor Semper said, I'm a wood pig. Well, I'm a water tiger, so there you go.
All right, so I just want to find here.
Fire horse.
Well, no, I want to find, I should have marked all the pages, but all right. So if you are an ox, oxes will get fast, unpredictable energy. The horse will provide a rather unsettling time to your usual methodical order. One moment he could be on top of the world, and the next ox might be fighting a battle he never thought he would anticipate. Horse is changeable as the wind, and can unnerve steady, reliable ox. Financial setbacks and delays might come to the ox. They might be unable to fulfill their promises. They might have a stubborn resistance. An ox could be accident-prone in the reign of the horse. He will do his best, consolidating his resources and making conservative energy work for him. Matters should be quiet. All right. So let's just move along. I'll read them all. Tiger.
That'd be me. A lot of people seem to know their
Well, of course they do.
Chinese. Well, our lot, probably. That's hardly surprising, yeah.
For the tiger. For the tiger. An excellent year as things go smoothly for tiger during the horse. Horse's quick tempo is more to the liking of the active tiger. And the two signs share a love of challenging work and competition. Love, promotions, and recognitions will be in store for the tiger. It might be an easy time for him to make or save money, and they may receive additional income from unexpected sources. This is a time to celebrate good fortune. Tiger will also hear good news on the home front.
I'll take it.
Rabbits. Rabbit. Has a good year in store for Rabbit, as luck will come from meeting helpful people who will be happy to work with them or use their influence on their behalf. Although Rabbit will experience no big upheavals, the Rabbit will have to do a great deal of work, travel, and entertaining to keep up with the competition. The prospective horse is always fast on its feet, but Rabbit shouldn't have any trouble keeping the pace and want to join in the race.
So listen, don't listen. I used to do a lot of self-deprecation too, but I had to give it up. I was no good at it. There's nothing uncool about a pig. Pigs are magical.
Oh my God, no!
Pigs
Who had pig and says they're upset about?
Pastor Semper said, "I wish I was something cooler." Would pig?
Oh, pigs are revered in Welsh mythology. They're magical beings,
especially the hwch,
linked to Caridwen and other amazing things. All right, for the dragon. This will be a year of uncertainty and surprise. The energetic horse will bring news that might temporarily upset or challenge dragon. Problems will tend to work themselves out, however, if you're not too headstrong and aggressive. The year of the horse is capricious, and changes occur quickly with little or no reason. The dragon will experience considerable unease as real and imaginary worries will beset him. An adventurous and stressful year for dragon, although dragon loves excitement, and they might find lack of commitment, though, with the horse's year to be a little hard to accept. All right, moving right along to the snake.
Hissing Sid. Hello, Susan. You finally joined us. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, guys, don't forget about the super chats. We're at 8 at 15 so far, so if you could make us get to the 15, it's really good for the channel, seriously. It seems to work well to get us more viewers, which is what we're trying to help. So doesn't have to be much, whatever the minimum is you can do, that's fine. Whatever's good.
All right, snake. The carefree horse prances in to give snake native an energetic time. Snake must refrain from being too emotional or hasty if they want hopes to be fulfilled. The horse year brings many a varied option, but the horse usually demands a quick response and rapid decision-making. The snake requires more time to mull things over and will resent ultimatum. The volatile and hyperactive horse year could make snake nervous and insecure, and problems and worries could affect snake's health. However, overall, the snake will succeed admirably. His troubles are temporary and will dissipate like a fog, provided they remain calm and philosophical.
I love philosophy. It's all good. It's good to philosoph, as the saying goes, as Tony would say. So, thank you for the super chat, Laura. Gosh, yeah. Stay with it. Keep listening. Keep listening, guys, because she's going to go through all of them.
All right, we are now into horse for horse.
If you're a horse.
This will be a good and prosperous year, as recognition or promotions bring satisfaction and happiness. Plans are realized without a lot of effort, and horse will be lucky playing hunches. This is also a year in which horse is susceptible to contagious disease and must not allow themselves to linger too long with sick people or expose themselves unnecessarily. Because he wants to accomplish too much, he may run himself down. Horse should not bite off more than they could chew, nor break any friendships or partnerships this year.
Play it safe. It's a good year for you so long as you play it safe, as the saying goes.
Sheep.
Meh.
The horse brings happy news during a smooth and eventful year for sheep. Sheep faces no major problems at home or at work, and will wind up doing more than their fair share of work. But sheep can get control on the behind the scenes and overcome obstacles by using influence and skill. A slight illness or infection might be indicated, but in general, sheep will prosper this year in spite of the fast pace that might not be to their liking. A problem that has troubled sheep in the past will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Sheep must not give in to pessimism. Raise your vibration, because then things won't work out. So.
Oh gosh, we could give you tons of stories about sheep in Wales. They're interesting, they're I love to observe different animals, don't you? It's just...
Monkey.
Oh, hello.
This will be a fair year for monkey. This will be a fair year for the monkey born, although they may be faced with extra work and a bit of worry that take up a good deal of time.
There should be a command there.
Frustrations will work themselves out as the horse tends to be quiet and efficient at resolving problems, though not always to the monkey's satisfaction. However, monkey must be observant and nimble with opportunity, because it may not knock twice during the year-end of the horse. It will be a good time to take advantage in the moment and make hay while the sun shines. Monkey should expect the best, but be prepared for the worst, and should not underestimate the challenge of nature. In the horse year, it's best to take whatever you can as soon as you can and get on it. Tomorrow might not be the same. So got to light a fire under monkeys' butts. Monkey butt. That sounds funny.
Stop it.
Rooster.
Speaking of, thank you for the super chats for the clocks. We have 5 to go.
Rooster. There's a lot written for rooster here.
Sir Chickalot.
Sir Chicks-a-lot.
Sir Chicks-a-lot.
The temperamental horse brings a hectic and somewhat unpredictable year for the rooster. Rooster much watched their step and could encounter an obstacle. Pull through if you're not misguided, because favorable preliminary results could turn sour. This is a time to play your politics and employ your diplomacy. Rooster will have to make unwelcome compromises. On the work front, Rooster is likely to have both good news and bad news. The horse tends to change course without notice, and this could catch Rooster off guard. If Rooster can learn to be adaptable and keep up with the change, then they will find themselves among close friends and loved ones.
Change isn't always bad, you know. It's really not.
All right, where are we next? The dog.
How you feeling, dog? Rough. Sorry, bad joke. Oh. Thank you for the super chat, Susan. Oh,
What's happening there?
I think our battery just died in our headlight.
All right. So, year of the horse for dog. The horse's fast-paced year is a time of expansion and progress, promotions and financial gains. Dog will be at their peak of power and luck. There may be some unhappy news on the home front from a misunderstanding or an affair of the heart that dog cannot please everyone and tries to stretch their resource. Dog may incur a loss of small belongings or investments. Dog will entertain or travel a lot, chasing good opportunity. Dog will have to use their wit a great deal and make new friends and contacts to provide him with assistance and open doors. Health-wise, guard against overexhaustion and learn to pace.
It's always difficult with dogs, isn't it? They don't go charging off until they like pant and pant and pant and pant.
Energy left.
I know. Well, you know, they throw themselves into things.
All right, boar. This will be the last one.
Boar's your pick, right? By the way.
Yeah, the boar is the pig. This will be a good year for the boar or the pig, provided they avoid speculation. Don't entrust your money in a newfound friend. The horse brings the boar benefits formerly withheld from them, which now appear from all directions, turning past problems into blessings. The year will provide fortunate and prosperous energy for pig. Love, life, career, health. However, horse sets a fast pace, and boar will have to work to keep up, or they'll lag behind and miss out on something. Hopefully a strong boar has the stamina and willpower to ride the year of the horse and make gains, not losses.
Savannah would love to know more about the book you're reading from.
It is called The Handbook of Chinese Horoscopes, and I did check you can get some on like eBay or Abe Books.
It's well out of print
It's
now.
30 years old.
It's well out of print.
But I love this book. She even goes into how to figure out your rising sign.
Yeah, and it's because we've got that sexagesimal cycle as well, or 12-year cycle just through the animals. It's actually quite easy to do. You can extrapolate it forwards. I mean, this book ran out in the very early 2000s. That's as far as she went with it. But, you know, if you can do math...
It is a seminal work for
it
Chinese
still applies
horoscope.
because it's cyclical.
So, yeah, all right. She also writes about compatibility, all kinds of things. So it was originally written in 1979.
There you go, and updated.
In 88, and then updated in 95. So it has an introduction, the nature of the lunar cycles, how to use the book, the table of charts, lunar signs, exact lunar years, interaction of the 5 elements, the animals and their signs, how to do your ascendant, the months of lunar signs and how to match your astrological sign, your Western astrological sign, your solar sign, long and short lunar years, and then each animal has a personality, the rat child, the 5 different elemental rats, compatibility and conflict for rat, rat and his ascendant, how the rat fares in a lunar year, when a moon sign meets a sun sign, the seasons of the rat, famous people born in the year of the rat. So
and it goes through that for
all 12 signs. It's a really, really good book if you want to build a foundation in Chinese zodiac. And again, it's a 5,000-year-old process. I'm sure, that it's got some validity to it.
All right, you're a Sag as well. Well, I like Sagittarius. Sagittarius are up for it. They are. They're just saying, just don't try and fence a Sag in. If you want a Sag to really do something, simply tell them they can't do it. You're not allowed to do that. It'll be done.
It'll be done. All right. So next we're going to work a little bit to raise our vibration.
I love that.
Okay.
Must have a slurp of my tea first, though.
Okay.
Just a little. I'm sorry.
All right. So wherever you are, I want you to take a nice deep breath and feel that breath come in, and then exhale long and slow and feel that breath leave you. And then imagine that there's a beautiful sparkly white light all around you. And breathe in the white light and feel it come into you.
Bless you.
And then feel that white light exhale out of you. And this time, feel sparkles of silver and gold in the white light as you bring it in. And feel it release. And this time, let that white light filled with sparkly energy collect any negative energy that is within you and exhale deeply and quickly. Begin to feel the white light all around you. See if you can feel energy around your head, and energy around your feet, and energy around your torso. And imagine that you are filled with this white light. And feel yourself raising above negative energy. Feel yourself shielded from negative energy. So let this white light be within you, and let this white light be around you. There may be challenges, but you are filled with a higher vibration. There may be unkindness, but you are filled with a higher vibration. There may be negative energy or bad people, but you are filled with white light, and you have a higher vibration. Remember this white light. Remember that you are light, that you are love, and you can rise above. You're not going to stoop. You're not going to get sucked in. You're not going to repeat bad things to yourself or others. You're going to purify and be positive and move forward quickly with fire, horse, and the energy of one. All right.
Opportunity may not come knocking twice, so don't waste it. Don't waste it. Come on, guys. 5 more super chats. You can do it. It's a big help to our channel. A really big help. We've noticed there are things that we're trying to understand YouTube's algorithm a little better, and this the level of chat and engagement and super chats.
The more you
and all,
say,
the more you say, the better it is for us.
It's crazy.
The more you say.
The more you say, the better it is.
The more they say, the less you know. I don't know. What are you going to do? we're going to light a candle. That's what we're going to do.
All right. Let me just.
So,
I had to sneeze. So.
And we'll get to our list of all sorts of assorted liquors.
Excuse me. That's terrible.
It is what it is. It's like, oh, you're beyond welcome, Brenda. She's rather good at that sort of thing, has to be said.
All right.
Oh yes, mash that like button. Spam us with hearts. Do all of that stuff. All this good stuff. It helps. It helps. We're trying to be less of a well-kept secret, and being less of a well-kept secret can only help because we are of good intention, and you know we're trying to make the world a better place.
I can't read it with my
We're
glasses.
trying to broaden our square mile, if you will, a little bit. So if you're new and not a member, they will give you a card for a super chat. You are not wrong, Savannah. We absolutely will. We absolutely will. And it doesn't matter how big your super chat is. No. So there you go.
All right. So Laura of the North is first. She
was indeed first. There you go. It's good to be first.
Oh.
Communication lets me down. Also, there's more to this.
Don't listen to what other people think, Laura.
Yeah. This is, as my grandfather, bless him, would say, you know, what they think silly, others think of these, none of your business, and you're probably wrong. What you think of yourself is far more important. So one of the things we have to learn is the internal dialogue. You know, what are we telling ourselves? And this tells us that the falsehood is also going to collapse under its own weight.
Every cell in your body will believe what you tell it.
It does. It does. You know, if you're suffering from imposter syndrome, if you're feeling like you're not worthy, if you're just like feeding the bad crap into yourself, that's what you're going to get. That's exactly what you're going to get. But if you tell yourself, you change your narrative. Yeah, as we said earlier, you know, there's nothing in this world you can change, not a damn thing except yourself. And yet, if you change yourself, everything else changes around you.
Yeah, how you react or how you respond.
Algebra.
How you react or how you respond is what's going to make the difference. So turn on your light. Raise your vibration. Don't fall into somebody else's pit.
It's so true. It's so true. So this is a shot across your bow, dear Laura of the North. All right. What are you telling yourself? Look at your story. Let's have some positive reinforcement, you know. Just, you know, if you and I were the best of friends and we hung, but every time we met, all I did was get on your case. I'd, Laura, why would you do that? What, you stupid? Why would you think of it? We wouldn't be friends for very long, would we?
So don't be friends with yourself if you're telling yourself
kick that evil twin out there, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So remember, people, everybody who's here, we're building a group mind for these readings. And yes, you will get a card for yourself, but you should also listen to all that comes out because it's kind of like a group reading as well. So another couple of super chats.
Thank you, Aubrey, for the super chat, and thank you, Juniper, for the super chat and the words of encouragement to others. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
All right.
Greatly.
So up next is Savannah.
I will get my tea out of the way so I can just go. Ooh, thank you.
Savannah. This is a lovely card.
We like that one a lot.
So the aces are ones.
Yes.
So there is some sort of new beginning. And the Ace of Cups is an emotional energy. So this is an emotional new beginning. So I think this is a deep change in how you feel about something that starts to bring you peace and peace of mind and, you know, like a whole new outlook with something. But it has a connection to how you feel, right? Or connection to your deep intuitive self, what you know, right? What your perception is. I think some big steps here, some really big steps. I think it's going to be a fantastic year because I think you are going to plant good seeds and you're going to nurture them.
You guys are just being awesome with the super chats. Just one more and we've hit our goal. So thank you so very, very much. Thank you, Laurie, and thank you to Yoff as well also. So you guys are just doing awesome. Thank you.
All right.
We'd love to hit our goal because it does help us. It helps us a lot.
You have Gilda.
Gilda, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, hey. This is my King of Solomon card. This is so important. discernment is difficult at the best of times, especially when you may not have the entire picture, and especially when you're allowing your emotions to get in there. Now we have to think about this dude Solomon. I mean, where did he go to with his fine cut the child in half, give them half each? You know, with the two women arguing whose baby it was. You know the gig, don't you? So he was very dispassionate at this juncture, very, very dispassionate, and used his dispassion, his detachment, if you will, his emotional detachment, to really squeeze the issue. And sometimes our emotions can be beneficial, you know, and especially during the Cancerian sort of, you know, it's a very emotional time, you know. It's Cancer's ruled by the moon. The moon changes phases, you know, a lot, and consequently you will get this whole gamut of emotions going through you. You know, sometimes you feel like you're on top of the world, sometimes you feel like the world's on top of you, you know. But if you can manage to get into your dispassionate place and use your discernment, you will make a very wise and sensible decision, and that's what it's about. You will make the correct decision if you can isolate yourself from the noise and the chatter. Is the long and the short of it. I'll shut up now, otherwise we'll be here till bloody Tuesday.
He always, I'll take a minute, he'll take 5. I'll take a
come
minute,
on.
he'll take 5. All right, Lizette.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Savannah, for being the one who took us over the edge and we hit our goal. Thank you. You guys are awesome. We
All
appreciate you muchly.
This is a little bit of drama, right? This card represents
of the moon.
Pisces energy. And no offense to Pisces, but Pisces and Leo, they're the two most dramatic signs.
Excuse me?
So,
my parents were Pisces and Leo.
and look how you turned out. All right.
Thanks. You married me anyway.
You may be coming up against some truths and some untruths. And this is saying, okay, somebody may be saying something over and over again, thinking that if they say it enough, people will believe it. So it's really important to get the facts. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. I'm going to go and do some research before I get myself all wound up and into an emotional place of drama and crazy. So this is a card, I think, that is saying lay low, figure out what's the truth and what's not, and don't waste energy on drama. Don't get sucked in.
Strange parallel with the previous card there. Hey, how about that then? Oh dear. Savannah's kids are Pisces.
Oh, good luck with that. All right, you have Logan.
Hello, Logan. Oh, mate, just, I think you feel like, you know, he was saying sometimes you feel like you're on top of the world, and sometimes the world feels like you feel like the world's on top of you. I think this is where you
Tough
feel
week.
right
He's having
now.
a tough week.
I get it. In spite of everything and everyone, it is essential for your mental health and to bring yourself into a place where things can actually improve, that you take your focus to the break of the day. You'll see that on the horizon just there. There is a new hope. Episode 6, was it? Or 3 or 4 or whatever the hell it was in Star Wars, you know, which is the hero's journey there again, you know. So hope is so important, all right? And we can be trite and say having only positive expectations, but you've got to. What are you focused on, you know? Are you focused on what's gone wrong and how shitty things are? Because that's going to make things go more wrong and more shitty, to be perfectly frank. You know how it works, all right? You know it works. That with which you identify sticks to you, it glues to you, you know? So again, there's a theme here, and there's, excuse me, why Lisa said, even if you're lurking in the background, you haven't said anything or what have you, pay attention to all of the cards, because there's a narrative for all of us here. And this is like the stories we tell ourselves, the energies that we subscribe to. Cancel that subscription. It serveth you not well. It's not just money out of your account you're not aware of. It's energy out of your life. It's so move yourself into a place of more positive expectation, and things will start to go right rather than pear-shaped around you. Seriously. I know that's dead easy to say.
I almost feel like at some point we're going to have to change sides, because I am so blind. I am struggling and squinting and trying to read these.
Well, it's bloody small.
I know, but I can't read them with my glasses on or my glasses
here's
off.
the thing. It's supposed to be possible, and I'll try and work on this. It's supposed to be possible with Livestream Studio to actually put the messages up on our big, what they call a talent monitor. Not that we've got any talent, but that's what they call it. We have a talent monitor in front of us so we can see what's going on.
Jess, I think this year is going to be a year of new adventure. So I think there's a thing that's kind of been repeating for a while, but this time there's a different vantage point, right? We always say you see from where you're standing, and I think that you are standing in a much higher place with a lot more knowledge and information. And I think that you are going to have a really good year, that you're going to take the leap and process and plant, and I feel very positive, because I think that you will have the energy to take on the responsibility that comes with this year. Mm-hmm. All right, you have Peggy?
I'm so sorry, Peggy. Caught my breath there. Oh, not a bad card at all. And somebody sitting fairly pretty here seem to be enjoying the trappings of wealth, shall we say. Very abundant card, beautiful black obsidian throne that they find their arse perched upon, surrounded by the trappings of, what do I want to say about this?
Peggy, are you a Gemini? What
It's
sign are you?
I don't know. She did tell me, and I forgot. Forgive me, Peggy. I'm so hopeless. Peggy, this is. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting. It's nice to be important, right? It's nice to be important. It's way more important to be nice. And if maybe this isn't necessarily you, but it's somebody you need to personally deliver this message to.
Calling out somebody else.
You need to deliver this message to somebody else who seems to be, it's all about the money. I've got plenty of money, and you're insignificant. No. We all poop, So it doesn't matter who you are. You're still part of the human race. Although some people I've met, I have to question that. I have to wonder, are you an alien? Where did you get those ideas? I do not know. But I don't feel this is you. I feel this is somebody that you need to ever so gently take through the garden of enlightenment. And those words, it's nice to be important, but it's way more important to be nice. Stick them in your memory bank. You're going to need to use them, all right?
All right.
Your turn.
Yeah, I think Uranus is going to really shake some things up for people. All right, I have Kaylee.
There you go.
Oh, no, it's up this way somewhere.
And we do love you, Logan. Yeah, we do.
Kaylee.
Virgo.
Oh, ruled by Mercury. Okay, both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. So I think there's a shaking up happening.
Mercurial is that tendency for change anyway, and almost capriciousness.
All right, Kaylee. Kaylee, sometimes we move along in life and very subtly we get to the next space and we don't really recognize how we got there. We just know that we're there. And sometimes achievements take a while for us to recognize, right? Like we did a certain thing, but we didn't really recognize how big a deal that was. And then maybe we had to process that step for quite a while. And then we think, oh, you know what? I got here. Not quite sure how I got here, but I'm here. And I feel like this has something to do with a relationship to your children and relationship to your mother. You, I feel, are going to be standing in a different place, seeing motherhood with different eyes. And I think it's going to give you quite an interesting, positive outlook on this coming year.
Hey Peggy, I feel your pain. You should have seen us last week. Oh my goodness gracious me, our internet was up and down like a yo-yo. You're better off going back and watching it offline, to be honest, because we were in and out. It was so frustrating. And yeah, take the good comments in right now, Logan. People are being, sending you positive stuff. So suck it all up if that's what you need. Who we got next?
You have Lori.
Laurie, our Laurie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, our Laurie's one of the people who just said something really nice to Logan. So there you go. What you got? King of Wands. Now, Laurie, this is interesting because this is my card of wishful thinking. And a lot of people think, oh, King of Wishful Thinking, I think it was a song by Go West, if I remember rightly, from the
King of Wishful Thinking.
I could be. I could be wrong about I vaguely remember this somewhere in the dim dark past, 40 plus years ago or whatever. But this card, the King of Wishful Thinking, ignore the gender. Wishful thinking. You see, so many people mock that and say, oh, we're just the King of Wishful Thinking, But it's aspirational thinking. And I think you've allowed yourself, in common with so much that's going on, to get pulled into a place where you don't really have aspiration, that you feel like it's that, we're done, there's nothing more to aspire to. I'm going to say BS to that, my dear, absolute BS. Start focusing on what you bloody well can do, because you've got an awful lot of talent, woman. I know you, all right? And it's not something where you should keep that light hidden under a bushel. You shouldn't. You have this gift. You've been given this gift for a reason. Bloody well use it, all right? So I'm going to say, with all due respect, get off your ass and start thinking about what it is that you can actually do and participate a little more. Life is a participatory
She
sport.
has been doing some good stuff.
That's good. But more of the same, all right? Because, the key is first to have the desire, the aspiration. Because if you don't have aspirational thinking, you will aspire to nothing. So this is not a bad card. This is not a card about being deceptive to yourself. It's a card about self-motivation. There you go.
All right, I have Aubrey.
Aubrey's
down here. Aubrey.
Just a gentle reminder, Aubrey, I think you expressed interest in the astrology class. Subtle plug.
She's going to let me know today what she's
doing.
doing.
Okay. Right.
Yes, astrology class starts tomorrow.
It's awesome.
All right. Aubrey, aces are ones. It's a 1 year. This is about taking back control. Sometimes we really feel like we're just along for the ride, that somebody else is stirring the pot and we're just swimming around in there in that little cyclone. But this says that there's an energy now that you can break that cycle and you can get back into a position of feeling like you do control some things. So, wield the sword well, take back what you can, and get yourself out of that space of feeling along for the ride and try to get back into a driver's seat.
Brenta's saying she needs to finish the astrology class. Well, now's your opportunity. Ha.
All right. You have Brenda and she wants a health reading.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's have a look then. Lots been coming at you from a lot of different places, but there's nothing you can't cope with here. And that's the important thing you've got to realise, that you are actually on top of the situation. And if you're very subtle and you look very closely at the footwear of this person that we've got here on this card, right, we will actually see that lo and behold, we have a boot on one foot and we have a shoe on the other. And the shoe is the one on the forward foot. So this says you're moving from a place of like, you know, grunt, need to do the work, grunt, need to do the work, grunt, need to do the work, into a more sort of like position of overall
comfort
and managing things better. Yeah, you can never manage people. You can lead people, but you can certainly manage things. And I think the managing things better is something that's going to get easier for you when you realise that you actually have the innate ability to do it. So managing things better is going to be your I can manage. I got this. I can manage. You know, I think I can. I know I can. You know, be Thomas the Tank Engine. Come on, you got this. You so got this. So don't be fazed about, you know, minor things that pop up. On the grand scheme of things, you're on top of it. You're managing things well, yeah. There may be some things you need to manage in terms of diet or exercise or you know, avoiding certain things, you know, or making sure you get enough of certain things. But if you manage it well, you're going to do well. You're going to do well.
All right. I have Kimberly. I think this is a year of progress. There's something that you've been wanting to kind of move forward with, but maybe felt like you were stuck in the mud. And this is saying you're going to figure out a way to be able to move that forward. You know, when we first look, we think, oh my God, the swords might be poking a hole in the boat. But they're making really good progress, regardless of the challenges, right? Straight on, heading out, doing what we got to do. So again, I feel like this year there's something going on that's going to get you moving into a position you've wanted to be in, or making that difference you've wanted to make. Juniper.
I saw a huge drop in our users just these. I'm going to tell you now, Juniper, okay, and this is I'm going to be stern with you, my love, all right? Regret does not serve you. It does not serve you. Yeah, especially where you feel there's been some kind of betrayal, or you feel like you may have betrayed yourself in some way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the key here. You can't fix what's happened in the past. You can't. Even if it scars you emotionally, even if it's something you've got to carry with you and you feel like literally your heart's been run through, as long as you wallow in that sadness, it's not going to get any better, you know? Regret is an absolute waste of energy because you're putting your focus on something you cannot change. It's already happened. It's already happened. So it's
got
not
hit with a commercial. Yeah, we can tell because our viewership plummeted.
Yep, yeah, it is. We can see that. You know, and tired. Here's a word from our sponsors, if only. Yeah.
Is it even something relevant to spirituality, or is it some kind of crazy thing that you got?
Great news for septic tank owners. Yes, there you go. Or we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty or something stupid like that. Anyway, coming back to Juniper. All right, joking apart, and hopefully you're still with us. Nurture here. Okay, nurture. It's okay to feel pain, all right? The price of love is loss and grief, you know. It comes with a cost. But it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, without doubt, he said, quoting you Shakespeare. So, you know, come back to what's truly important to you. And maybe you need to focus on mini victories every day, you know. Do one little thing. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's your damn kitchen drawer, as we were saying earlier. You know, doesn't matter what it is. It's going to subtly change your focus from one of like self-pity and regret and pain into like, yeah, I've chuffing well got this. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Savannah said no, she got a junk commercial, and Logan says he's getting commercials for the Mormons.
Oh, well, you did
That's
mention
really
that you
strange.
probably said to Google at some point about underwear. So maybe you get the magical underwear. There you go. That's all.
Commercial is irrelevant. Yeah.
Usually is irrelevant,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah,
Anyway.
usually is. What they show you is based on what you've been watching as well.
Well, I think we're going to actually do a YouTube commercial.
Are we? I think you're better off with cable TV.
Well,
to
that
be
too,
honest.
but all right. Donna.
All right.
Donna. Wiping the slate clean and starting over. What do you got there?
Who's weak ribbit again? What's
Shauna.
Shauna says diet and erectile dysfunction ads.
You couldn't make it up.
What are you saying about me, people?
Alrighty,
We'll
Donna.
move on then. We'll move on.
Donna. Horse. Look at that. A white horse. A white horse seeking transformation. So I'm thinking that whatever's happening this year is going to help you release that which no longer serves you. Step forward from the past and move forward feeling a lot lighter, right? Like some of this heavy stuff is finally being processed, and that you're going to take your experience and your time and your effort. You know, you've got that same feather in the cap here as the Fool has, and you're really going to enjoy the adventures that this year brings. So it is about faith in yourself, taking the step, and again, not getting caught and weighed down in things that are past, that are not, don't look backwards. You're not going that way. All right, you have you off.
To answer the cable question, and it's a good point. Actually, the surprising number of people still remain on it, especially given the fact that people jump over to the over-the-top streaming services and suddenly realise they're paying nearly double their cable bill. So yeah, because everything keeps going up. Oh, this is only $3.99. Suddenly becomes it's now $9.99 a month, and when you take that by 10 or 12 services that you're subscribing to, you're paying more than cable. So cable is still there, but over-the-top streaming services like Sling, for example, and YouTube TV take broadcast television, per se, what you would see on cable, complete with their own localized advertising as well. So it is possible to cover the bases still, and we want to be less of a well-kept secret. And I'm doing who now? Yoff. Perception is key again, Yoff. He's a fire dragon. Did you know that? You said that's interesting. Fire dragon. So yeah, will I burn him out further? So look, you're not trapped where you think you're trapped. You're not, okay? We look at this card, but what we tell ourselves becomes our reality. Our perception, how we perceive things, literally becomes our reality, and that's fact. That's not a tritism. That's not an anecdotal observation. This is absolutely fact. How we perceive things is our reality. So how are you perceiving something right now? Are you perceiving it to be, harder, more difficult, more unreasonable, more troublesome than it actually is? Because, here we have this young blindfold bound individual surrounded by a prison of swords on a tidal flight with the tide out. Don't look good, on the surface, don't look good.
If they stay there, they're going to get drowned.
However, there's not one single knot. If you look closely, holds those binds, a simple shrug, they fall away. Lift the blindfold, you can actually see the swords do not ensnare you. You can walk the hell out of there. So this is maybe just take one step back. Ask yourself, have I got too close to be truly circumspect and objective at this moment? Have I got myself sucked in? Especially if it's an emotional matter, or a matter where you feel like there's a battle for control, because swords have got here.
Exactly. The problem is not the problem, it's how you think about the problem. Absolutely.
Who said that?
Yoff, it's his card.
Mate, you're wiser than I am. Shut up, take your own advice. Take your own advice.
It's how you think about the problem.
There you
Absolutely.
go. There you go.
All right.
Exactly.
I have Diane.
Perfect.
Ooh, Diane, prosperous year. We always miss this teeny tiny snail down here. So this says you may have felt like things were just inching along and you weren't making a lot of progress. But I think you are going to realize, you know how I was saying to Kaylee, you get someplace and you don't realize you've got there? This card is linked to that Empress energy as well. You're going to get somewhere financially and maybe not realize exactly how you got there, but I think 2026 is going to be a great year for you financially so that you can make some of the changes that you want to make. All right, and you have Susan.
I'm going to address your thing before I do Susan's thing. So Logan, and this is the actual truth, all right? Do not fall into that trap. Yeah, pirating stuff is straight up illegal. I know, there's just so many people that it's almost impossible to enforce that, but it is. And you're saying it's legal if you don't download. Clue in for you, mate. Whatever you're using, doesn't matter what you're watching on. Could be an iPhone, could be an Android phone, could be a computer, could be an over-the-top streaming device like Roku, whatever, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is all of them utilize buffering technology, which means technically they're downloading something, which means technically you're pirating stuff, which means technically you can be prosecuted. So just put that in your pipe and smoke it. Moving on. What we got?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm just addressing
so
what
could you just do Susan?
I can do Susan. Of course I can. Of course.
Frustrating.
All right. I'm always in it. It's only the depth that varies, isn't it? It's true. Anyway, Susan, this is an interesting card. This is somebody trying to get over an almost... It's like a minor but very reversible victory over you, and it's almost like somebody's doing something out of spite. Do you know what I mean? And you don't need to engage here. What you need to do is ensure that you haven't dropped your sword, that you've not just capitulated, that you've not just given up, because if you do, then you will get taken advantage of. If you, however, maintain your vigilance, if you maintain a strong defense, if you maintain you keep up your guard, you know what I'm saying? Don't drop your sword, keep up your guard. Then the ne'er-do-well isn't going to get one over on you. They're not. But if you drop your guard, there's the opportunity whereby they will. But it's a very temporary, and almost, even if they get one over you, it's not. It's a hollow victory, if that makes sense. It's not. It's like they might have won this tiny little spat, but that's it. And in the grand scheme of things, it didn't change a damn thing. It's just their pettiness. So try not to. You don't have to run anybody through here, all right? But do maintain your guard. Don't just lay your weapons down and just turn your back to your potential adversary, all right?
I'm just looking to see what we've got here.
What you got?
I forgot to read the little poem that she gives for each sign.
We like poetry.
And I think this will be a great outro for us. So the 7th sign, the horse. I am the kaleidoscope of the mind. I am part light, color, and perpetual motion. I think, I see, I am moved by electric fluidity. Constant only in my inconsistency. I am unshackled by mundane holds, unchecked by sturdy binding goals. I run unimpeded through the virgin paths, my spirit unconquered, my soul forever free. I am the horse.
Aren't they cool?
Yeah,
I do like them.
One of those for each zodiac sign.
She got a muse on there, obviously.
So yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very quick, like lightning fast, right? The horse and fire energy. You think we turned around and the end of 2025 was here? We're going to be talking about 2027 before we even catch a breath. Going to be crazy.
Barking.
But hold the light.
You got it.
It is so important that you cleanse and clear the past garbage that weighed you down. I mean, there are so many people who haven't even recovered emotionally from 2020 yet, right? that COVID and isolation and I know a lot of people who are just, in the void. So it's time to rise above. It's time to hold the light. It's time to make sure we don't speak anything that isn't for the highest good.
And for you Latin scholars out there who think, I'm an idiot and I'm going to murder this, you're probably entirely right. But nilla legata carborundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down. All right? Just stay with it. Straighten your crown. Remember your sovereignty. That's so important. The horse is that message.
Yes, Rhiannon, yeah.
Absolutely. Rhiannon.
Rhiannon. Yeah. And this is our card of the week, people.
Ooh. Whoosh! What week? Yeah. So, welcome to Witchy Wednesday next week. That's pretty much where we're at.
I do think that, again, looking at the astrology, there's going to be a tremendous feeling of push, right? Energy. And we can't let it mow us down, right? We can't let it pass by. We've got to harness it, hold it, focus it, and then we will be very successful, right?
So listen.
Get it going.
I got to go back to what I said. When I commented, because Lisa always wants to punch me when I chime in and she's trying to go through her complex glyph map of the astrology for the coming week, which is, good luck with that. If you do the astrology class, though, that will make sense to you. It will, I promise. Anyway, moving on. At the very start of this, I said it's almost like we're trying to build this exquisite Swiss watch or something like that from a kit. You've got to really focus, and it's like tiny attention to detail and really, really fussy stuff. But you're trying to do that in the middle of an artillery bombardment, quite literally. It's interesting that in the Moon Mansions, this card relates to flying covered. Cover your head, keep it down, all right?
Just get in the fray.
There's a lot of energies flying around right now. But if you can keep focused and keep on point.
These are the words for this week. Conflict push, deep energy push, confidence, willpower, pioneering, push forward, right? Moon square Pluto. Push again on the 11th. Venus, Sun, Mars, Mercury, opposed Jupiter. Trine Uranus. Sextile Saturn, Neptune. Push. We're either going to get on the ride or we're going to get run over.
Again, my knowledge of martial arts is dire, but I think it's jiu-jitsu, isn't it, where somebody comes running at you and you simply use their energy to overthrow them. They're the ones who throw themselves across the other side of the room, not you. You do nothing. You just simply divert their energy. And this is so take those chaotic energies, but their energy.
Harness it.
Energy
get it right.
can neither be created nor destroyed, but take that energy, make it cohesive and push it in your direction. Allow it to push in your direction. Push it good.
All right.
Yeah, that's our salt and pepper impression for today.
All right, guys.
Moving on then.
Have a good week. We'll see you before you know it.
Yes. Welcome to Witchy Wednesday.
Astrology starts tomorrow night, and we got a lot of stuff going on. So
if you're interested, give the store a ring today. 845-255-5756. All right. It's a really, 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 really good class, and it'll take you from shameless plug because she never plugs herself. She's a brilliant teacher. For those of you that have actually studied with Lisa, she's a brilliant teacher, and she has a way of explaining something which is inherently complex and very, oh my God, I couldn't get my head around that.
But don't expect
in very
me to cut
simple
and paste.
terms. Stop the self-deprecation, all right? So she really is very good, and this is a really very, very good course, and it will take you from knowing absolutely nothing to being able to write a horoscope for yourself. Not for yourself, for anybody, but yourself being able to write a horoscope.
We are still working on the website, but it's going to be shortly.
Oh, it is. Oh, my gosh.
Because we don't have a lot of spare time, but it's going to be really good. It'll be shortly.
I've got where I'm in at the moment. If you really want to know for the Geekians, I'm deeply embedded in the back end logic of it because it's vitally important for us to. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of products.
We need things to be in real time though, so that two
yes,
people don't try to order the
same thing at the same time. We're trying to avoid disappointment and all that sort of stuff. And plus, there's a whole organisation thing. So it's essential for our own.
You don't need to tell them all this.
Well, we're making our systems talk to our new website. Which is a bit of work for me, but that's what I'm going to go do just now. So there you go.
Whoosh.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for watching.
Peace and blessings,
Thank
everybody.
you for the super
Thank
chat.
you. Take
Have
care.
an amazing week.
Have
we
a
love
good
you
one.
guys, and we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.